Dear Lord, Father, come before you right now, Lord. We thank you for the opportunity and the blessing being here tonight in your house, Lord. Father, we ask you to just speak your message through me and Zach and Bryce and the music, Lord. Just touch each and every heart that is here tonight, God. Father, let us just leave this place closer to you than we were when we came, Lord. Father, we love you. We thank you for all that you do for us. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, so tonight, as Bryce stated, we are going over Nathanael, also known through, I believe, every other place he's mentioned besides for John, as Bartholomew. And Nathan, like many disciples, is not spoken of very much. However, we do get a glimpse of Nathanael that we don't get of a lot of the disciples. They get into a bit of detail of how Jesus called Nathanael to him, or at least of how Nathanael came to be a disciple, one of the 12 apostles. And so, last week we talked about Philip. We talked about how Jesus specifically called him face to face, told him to follow him, and Philip went and followed. And so, this story of Nathanael comes immediately after that. So, in the same city, Jesus just called Philip, be his disciple, and Philip is thinking, dang, we found him! The Messiah, the Christ! This is him! And so, similar to Andrew's first reaction a few weeks ago, you gotta think about that one, Philip goes off and tells his friend. Andrew went to his brother. Philip goes to his friend, Nathan. And he goes to Nathan and he says, you gotta come see this guy. You gotta come meet him. We found him. We found the one that Moses wrote of, that the prophets spoke of. This is him. This is the Messiah. You gotta come and meet him. He's Jesus Christ, this Nazarene, the son of Joseph. And Nathan sits there and is thinking, Nazareth? Can anything good come out of Nazareth? That town over there. For those of you that aren't biblical scholars, Nazareth and Galilee are very close together. And very similar towns or cities. And so, Nathan, he didn't really have a lot of room to talk about Nazareth. Anyway, he's kind of skeptical, but, Philip is his friend, so sure, I'll go see him. I'll go see this guy. And so, Philip comes to Christ, bringing Nathan, comes to Jesus, and before they even get to him, Jesus sees him walking and he says, there, right there, that is a true, honest Israelite. Talking about Nathanael, not Philip. And so, Nathanael comes a bit closer and he starts to talk with Jesus. And he's a bit skeptical, not sure, if this is a real deal or not. And Jesus proceeds to tell him, before Philip called you and told you about me, I saw you. I saw you under the fig tree when you were alone. And we don't know what this moment could have been. Maybe Nathanael was in prayer, or he was reading a scroll, or whatever. We don't know. Eating figs. Taking a nap. Who knows? But we can assume this is an intimate time in Nathanael's life where he would remember this moment. And so Jesus tells him this, and immediately Nathanael's like, wow, you you're the Son of God. You have to be the King of Israel. The prophesied one. And Jesus looks at him like, really? That was easy. All I told you was that I saw you under the fig tree, and you're going to see so much greater things happen. You're going to see the gates of heaven open for you. And that is where chapter 1 of John ends. And like I said, Bartholomew's name, or Nathan's name, comes up a few times, but usually in the lists of the 12. But in this instant, we see Nathan as a true, honest man who believed God. He didn't question him. He's like, fig tree? How'd you know about that? What? He didn't question. He was a bit skeptical at first, but as soon as he met Christ, he knew. He felt it. And God blessed him for that. Let's bring the music back up.